What's up guys, I hope you had a great day and welcome back to my newest 5 minutes 5 tips video, where today we will cover Lili. And let's just jump off into the first tip, which is quite known, but if you do not know, I'm here to help you, and it is about Lili's wild sending 4. It's a regular wild sending 4, just with the addition that it knocks down opponents. Now you can't really do something here, but if you block something at the wall, like let's say Zafina's down back 3, you get a guaranteed follow-up with down foot 4-4, which nets you a bit of extra damage. Now there is a specific situation where that is really worth it, namely if you have like a floor blast or floor break. So let's say we're in this part of the stage. If we block the low and do down for 4-4, what we get is a full combo with our floor blast into a full combo for like almost 60 damage. Now another thing about this is that depending on which low you block, certain lows, since they move forward, guarantee you the punish almost all the time, even when there's no wall around. So if we check out Zafina's down 3, for example, if we block that, even outside of the wall, you can get the floor blast and the guaranteed damage. That works like 99% of the time with this low, and I'll give you the homework to find out more lows where that works. That was tip number 1. Tip number 2 is about a specific setup at the wall. Namely, we do the full crouch down for 1 wall combo, and then we're gonna use a QCF to be backturn in that situation. It's not only good to have a mix-up afterwards, but it's also gonna catch opponents off guard. So it looks something like this. You get your wall splat, do your wall combo, and then you press QCF. And as you can see, Lili is in backturn state right now. Now from here I have access to my backturn moves. And as I said, it's not only a mix-up, it's also gonna catch opponents off guard. So you can do things like this, into a guaranteed 40 damage if they don't block because they don't expect it. That was tip number 2. Tip number 3 is a cross-up setup with Lili. We rarely have those in Tekken, but she has one. And you have to do a very specific combo in order to get that to work, and I'm gonna show you that now. You press down for 2, hold back, and then you're gonna screw instantly with your back turn 1-2 into your strong aerial tailspin, and then you do backdash 3+4. It's gonna look something like this. Bum bum. Backdash 3+4, and the first hit whiffs, you go beyond the opponent and have a cross up in that situation. Now the good thing is, if you have heat already, you can use that to reset the combo kinda and get a full heat dash combo. It is kinda unique, it's kinda niche, but it's really cool to work it out. That was tip number 3. Tip number 4 is about Lili's backturn down 3+4. Her backturn down 3+4 in neutral gives you 40 damage with a guaranteed backturn down 3-4. Now you can net out a bit of extra damage if you're at the wall, namely if you use backturn down 3+4 into a backturn down 2 and while sending 3, you get 50 damage, which is a bit more. Now if you're a bit further away from the wall, you can use the same moves, but in this situation you get a splat into a screw and an upward 4-3 for a bit of extra one. 66, decent from a sweep. Another extra what this move has is that it's actually a launcher against bears, so if you use that and hold forward, you can fully convert into a combo against Kuma to get 76 even without walls. Last but not least, we of course have to cover a trade tip. And today we cover Lili's forward 1+2. Her forward 1+2 is a 14 frame mid that on counter hit usually gives you +12 into a guaranteed 1+2 for a decent amount of damage, or if you want, also a wall splat. Now you can set up down for her forward 1+2 in 2 situations. The first one is after down forward 3, where it's gonna trade with an opponent while sending 4. This trade is not gonna do a lot, but what's gonna happen here is that you're +14 against Kazuya instead of the usual +12. So what you can get here is a guaranteed down forward 4-4 just for a bit of extra damage. But what we really want to do is have that move trade with a jab, and which situation sets that one up? It is her FF4. So if we do FF4 with Lili and not go back turn, as you can see, it is +4 and gonna trade with forward 1+2. In this situation, if we use that, we are +19, and +19 means we get a guaranteed Motherhorn for a decent amount of damage. 73. Use that to your advantage, so it's sometimes good to not always go back turn after FF4 if you want to set up the trade. Have fun with the tips, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, and bye.